But here, Chain, you can kind of see he's the guy where he's like, okay, if I have full stack, then I don't really need to, you know, fight into these fights. I don't really need to worry about anything. I just need to keep my stack. Pit picks one up, though. But, you know, the low score about this is just really telling to the fact that Chain, he's really content when he's got the stack. I mean, he won't go into a fight unless he's kind of, you know, when one comes to him, really.
Nice. A little bit of damage done before the pickup. Yeah, shut up, Wes. Stop typing.
Alright, but right now we got 2 minutes left, 3 frags between them. I mean, by the books, Pitch can pull this together, but yeah. Chain having this head game so strong, it's going to be very, very difficult for Pitch to put it together. I mean, if he can do enough damage by going all out aggressive, then maybe Chain might choke on that a little bit, but here, all the pressure is against Pitch, and he's running out of time to make something go well for him. That rocket was really important for him.
Hit
really
there it is.
Okay,
2
there
frags.
we go. I mean, he's rocking 11% rail, but he's whipping it out like, you know, it's 4 inches longer than it really is.
Switch to LG! Oh my god. He lost a lot more health than he needed to. He needs armor badly, but there is nothing coming up for another 10 seconds. And that is going to make things really interesting. Now, he's brought it within a 1 frag game, and we still have about a minute and 15 to go. So it's still very possible. This, he has to get this red. He's going to rocket jump to it, straight to Mega. And this is actually really, really big, because Chain right now has 1 armor, and Pitch is stacking the teeth. So now it's all about the chase. Oh man, Chain gets away, no damage done there. Pitch still looking, does not chase, smart move. He should forego. I mean, he might want to go back for it, but he's got to find him within 40 seconds. Let's go find out where he's at.
And actually, with the pickup for red armor, this should be a good time to do it. Chain sets the trap, though, gets the initial damage down, and Pitch really doesn't have a choice, but he pulls it together, and holy shit! Oh, snap indeed. 30 seconds to go on the map, and Pitch has put it together and is now throwing the speedball. 20 seconds left to go. If he can push this into overtime, this is the point where he needs not to choke at all. Chain's still looking really good as well. But, you know, Pitch has currently a pretty good stack, but a couple items have gotten away from him, and Chain's now sticking together a pretty good one. 10 seconds to Mega, and that's where the main fight's going to be. It's just a couple seconds ahead of red armor. But here we have the overtime, 5-on-5. Chain being a little nonplussed, might have underestimated Pitch, and being able to pull together the one he was able to string together 4 just fine. So a lot of people were kind of laughing at me where it's like, well, if Chain chokes on this, then Pitch can put it together. But really, you know, it really has to show where, you know, Chain, when he's not the one in the stack, when he's not comfortable, when he's not the one in control of the map, how does he play that defensive game? And here we saw it break apart a little bit, and Pit was able to pull it together. Chain also maybe a little overconfident with his ambushes there. That last one in the plasma room, really, by the books, should have gone his direction, but it didn't, and now he's paying for it severely, and he still hasn't been able to muscle in on any of the major items.
Now, what I'm really liking is the fact that we're about halfway done with this first section of overtime, and this is finally where the frag's coming at the 1 minute mark. I mean, that is actually pretty huge. Really scary for the players to commit right at this moment. Pitch down to 35 health and armor. Chain is at 72, so both at that moment were railable. But it just didn't quite happen. 5-5. Everyone is restacking, and honestly, I think that they're thinking, okay, either I get the drop of my opponent or I push this to a second set of overtime. And that has to be the choice. Mega did go to Chain. Pitch is actually a bit off here, so this is really risky. That's a huge railgun. He's got to survive for another 20 seconds. He's waiting for this red, trying to do damage on it, not getting over eager. And there it is. He does an okay amount of damage, not great. So now he's going to be really careful here. 10 seconds. That's a lot of time. You can die really quick. He does hit an impressive. Nice impressive.
I'm really surprised that Chain as low as he was, because Pit not being, you know, all time as aggressive, that got him those 5 frags in the first place, really gave Chain the ability to stack back up like he was and get back to that place of comfort. But Chain now having to work it off a little bit. Red armor still up. Pit just got the grab for that, but Chain's got a yellow to his name. So stack wise, these guys are gonna be nearly foot and foot. It's gonna come down to the damage. Pit dropping in. He's being really aggressive here, and this pillar is a place where Chain can be very defensive and dictate the fight, even though he's backed into a corner. Oh, one health for Chain, and oh my god, with 15 health, Pit pulls it together. Now we need to see him pick up a 50. It better fucking be there. Pitts is praying. Yes, there it is. There's the 50, and that is gonna net him possibly the game. He just has to hold on for another minute 15 seconds. Not a whole 350, just 115, and Pit needs to stay away from the shaft and needs to stay away from this rail here and just stay alive. And you can just see how nervous he is right now. Health is going to get robbed across the map. He's going back over to the red armor. I mean, sorry, to the rocket launcher, and there's nothing there for him. So in this corner, he's going to be stuck. I mean, he's going to look for a quick exit, but he can be taken down pretty quickly here. He needs to just stay alive. Teleporter, great place for him to be. Very good place for him to be. And there's the 50 again, and that, I believe, will let him plus back this into a win.
I don't know, man. There's still 40 seconds left, and Chain has done the right thing, getting enough of a stack to take this fight. He's got to finish it right here. He is able to tie it up. 30 seconds left, and Chain has brought us back. Oh,
place you want to be when you're trying to play defensively. You don't want to be there.
Not here either. Oh, this is really bad. Chain is about to win this right here. That's a frag. 7-6.
Not that corner.
And 10 seconds left to go. Yeah. Oh man. Chain's like, bye, see ya. Yeah, spawn win, but either way, I mean, honestly, the game was over when Pitch went into the spiral stairwell with the jump pad.
Don't go there. That's a bad place.
Yeah, that's not a good place to run.
The walls close in, and there's a jump pad.
So, 3 impressives for Chain, 1 impressives for Pitch. That was a fantastic game. Double overtime there. 7-6 is the final score, and Chain maintains his crown just barely against Pitch. Well played. I loved it. And look at that. Chain says, add me, because he wants to play Pitch more. I love it. Fantastic.
Nice, nice. But why that corner? It's a bad corner. It's like the worst corner of the map.
All right, so Chain's no longer allowed to use his I've got to leave early thing when he apparently can stay for the entire time.
Red armor hallway. Why not that? That's a good hallway. You can play defensively from there.
Not really seen terribly often for the duel, though.
You know what this map doesn't have, though? A jump pad corner.
Prepare to fight.
That is seriously going to bug me forever, but I'm going to have to put that aside for right now because we got Boom Shakalaka versus Chain right here on CA3. It's going to be an interesting match here, I'm sure, for Chain. Chain's going low what inside his head a bit, but Boom Shakalaka dropping down for the mega health. And actually, I will say I do like the placement of items. Even though it might be a little bit large, a little bit awkward for dual play, I do like the placement. The placement definitely doesn't subtract from the quality of the map. And right now, Boom playing a little bit of defensive rockets, getting a little nervous though with the jump for Railgun, and he's going to end up getting pushed out of there a good 15 seconds before Mega comes back up. So he's looking a little unsure of where he wants to be and what he wants to pick up, and in fact he hasn't gotten anything but that rocket launcher and lightning gun so far.
Yeah, and for those of you that are just learning the map, you know, that's okay. As you can see from the respawn timers, it's kind of like DM6 in terms of items. Yellow, red, mega. I really don't know the map all that well, but as you can see, Boom Shakalaka is doing a nice tutorial for you as he picks up the red armor and waiting for it in the corner there. This map, the biggest problem, I wouldn't say problem, but one of the things I think that makes it really kind of interesting to play, especially in duel, is how vertical it can be.
Yes.
And how out of the way the teleporters are. I mean, you have to, it's so obvious when you're going to one, that, like, I mean, it's better than taking a jump pad, that's for sure. But it's still like, you know, really, like you really have to telegraph what you're doing, and so I just feel like it's, you know, kind of easy to. I don't know. I just have a problem
I
with
see
it.
where you're coming from there. When you increase the distance between things and you enlarge the space